All right, now what I'm gonna show you is doing a form and how to add any of these components. So for that, I'm gonna create a different project. I'm gonna call this quadratic. You remember the quadratic formula, right? So in the quadratic, I'm gonna have a class to solve the quadratic. And this class is gonna have, let's see, so A, B, C could be decimal values, right? So I would say I'm just gonna call it double A, double B, double C, double X1 and double X2. And then I'm gonna create mutators and accessors for those. So I go source, generate getters and setters, and A, B, C, I need mutators and accessors. But in the X1 and X2, I just want to get them. I don't want to set them. And I'm going to rename them a little bit. I don't call it, I'm just going to call it get A. And set A. Alright, so I'm gonna put all this together. Just making some room. You don't have to move them all around or rename it. Just I want to show as much as I can in the screen. Alright, so not all quadratics can be solved, right? You run into the issue of having imaginary number, or if A is 0, then you get a division by 0. So it'll be a good idea if we have, so we got our fields here. And of course, you will add your Java documentation in all this. I call it solved. And it also is going to have its accessor. It's solved. So I created a variable called solved, type boolean, and I created an accessor. Oh, I need this one up there too. I'm gonna call it get x1 and x2. Just move them around. So I'm going to create a method called solve. And by default, when I start trying to solve an equation, I'm gonna set this to it's not solved. So basically resets the solve flag. Now I need a few variables, right? I'm gonna make another variable here called, I don't know, root part. And the root part is simply what? Double b times double b, right? It's b squared minus 4 times double a times double c, right? So that's just our root portion, and then we can say if the a is different than 0 and the root part is greater than or equal than 0, then we basically are able to solve this, right? We can say, hey, if we can solve it, then we can say x1 equals, well, don't forget parentheses. Something along those lines, and the second will be positive and this will be x2, right? So notice my quadratic formula works whether I'm doing a console application, I'm doing a GUI, or doing a web page. It doesn't talk to the user, it just takes 3 parameters and solves it. I mean, you could have a default constructor that doesn't do anything. You can also have a constructor that takes 3 doubles. And solves it. So my default constructor is empty. It's just to give the option